back on the fucking track.
JV. Yeah. We outside. I don't need no perk to help me slide, but I'm off it. Bro, them know that Henny get him wild, but he bucked it. We ain't even have to go to trial, but we ducked it. And we ain't shooting from no mouth, now we walking. I might catch him early coming out, get the sparking. Came home, I was chillin' for a while, I was working. I ain't wanna put it back in style, but they irk me. Post away your man that we might slide where he stay. Front cause we ain't get to, we might slide back replay. Bro, them come through relay, that's a pack, be safe. Playing with a target, you gon' lay where he lay. Bro, don't get no warnings, niggas know how we play. 10 shots, and I'm tweaking, I just roll me up a wood and dead up. Team them teaks, OTs up in the hood, he bet not. We got where to meet up, understood, I'm dead now. And look cousin like a cheetah, if he run, get run down. Yeah, he don't wanna use his brain, shoot him in his head. He ain't worthy of a cane, lay him in the bed. They don't understand, we outside. And I don't need no perk to help me slide, but I'm off. Bro, them know that Henny get him wild, but he bucked it. We ain't even have to go to Ayo, what the fuck, I'm finna trick. I just bought another Schmitty, 30 hollows in his clip. And this Remy got me litty, should've only took a sip. Tell him come get with me, plug, we not worried about no drugs, I got plenty. Mugs, see my niggas, but until we still busy. Cuz just be playing with his kill, that boy silly. Dubs on the road, dropping goals up in Philly. I just dropped 10, take him back, bitch, get with me. We outside, I don't need no perk to help me slide, but I'm off it. Bro, them know that Henny get him wild, but he plucked it. We ain't even have to go to trial, but we ducked it. And we ain't shooting from no mile, now we walking. I might catch him early coming out, get the sparking. Came home, I was chillin' for a while, I was working. I ain't wanna put it back in style, but they irking. But they JV, I ain't know what the fuck going on, nigga. Big T-shit, only T-shit, all day T-shit, you feel what I'm saying? Yeah, heavy on it, don't let the boss, man, nigga, get up.
Double M Visions.
but I really seen a lot. I just feel like I know a lot. I don't know everything. I'm still learning, but just feel like you know what I'm saying. It just took a lot to get here, so I feel like I feel like blood, sweat, tears, all that.
Oh, I mean, yeah, definitely, definitely, definitely. Um, so you said you was born in Brooklyn?
Going to Brooklyn, my whole family Jamaican for real. Like we not even American type shit. My grandmother was like one of the first people to move over here from Jamaica, so I still got brothers and cousins and aunts and uncles and grandparents. My father got deported. He's back in Jamaica, but I don't really got a relationship with him like that. But like my whole family from Jamaica for real. Then they moved to New York, and then I moved to Maryland when I was 12. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? I don't really like that shit. I like the way, you know what I'm
It was a
saying?
big culture shock, right?
I just didn't realize the difference in culture since I started getting older. Like, you start really saying that shit do be different. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, seeing niggas in the hood, it's like, it's a different mentality than my family, for real, because it's like, yeah, everybody's still coming from nothing. Like, my family ain't had nothing, for real. Like, they had to claw and grind their way for everything, you know what I'm saying? So, still coming from nothing, but it's like, just more like, they just the little things, bro. They really value shit more. Really don't care about a lot of stuff that people care about. You know what I'm saying? Like, they care about different shit. Feel me? And they real family oriented, bro. Family oriented, but you know what I mean. But aside from that though, but it's still the same shit though. You know what I'm saying?
I
We eat
mean,
the same shit. We all
yeah.
sleep 6 8 hours. We all the same. You know what
I mean, you know, because I can't. I'm originally from New York,
I'm saying?
so I know when we first moved down here, you know, it was different. Like, I'll be honest, I don't really know who's really related to me though, because we called everybody cousin. Yeah. Is this your cousin? Okay. It's your uncle, you know, we just, you know, but and it was a more, you know, when we grew up, it was more family orientated. You know, in New York, that's one thing. A lot of people don't realize that about New York. It is a city that never sleeps and shit dudes move fast, but it's like your neighbors is like your cousins, and you know, if your neighbors catch you doing shit you ain't supposed to be doing, nigga, they're gonna treat you like family. By that I mean they're gonna whoop your ass if they catch you doing something you ain't supposed to do, and it was just a lot different. Like, you know, for me, it was a big culture shock. Cause my whole goal was when I was growing up was to get back to New York, you know, because that's what I wanted to be, because that's what I knew. That's why I felt at home. So, you know, to me, I know it was a big difference. And then musically, to me, it was a big difference.
Yeah,
You know.
definitely. Music is different
Mhm.
though. Like, when first heard go though, you know what I'm saying? You got it. That's like an acquired taste for it. You know what I'm saying? Like unless you grew up on that shit from like your parents listen to it, you first hear it, like you gotta really, cause you don't even really understand what's going on. Like they stamping hoods and all. Like, you don't know what's going
You don't
on.
know.
You know what I'm saying? You
Especially as
got
a kid, when you like, what the fuck they talking about?
yeah, like you got to. Well, I mean, the difference for me though was that like you know what I'm saying? Like I lived in Glass Man, but when I first heard Go-Go, bro, it was like niggas knew what that was. They could break it down. They could explain it. You know what I'm saying? So it was like I never really did not know what was going on. I just had to figure out whether I liked it or not. You know what I'm saying? And I ended up fucking with it heavy, bro, and going to functions and all that. You know what I'm saying? Like that. I mean, you know what I'm saying? It's part of the culture too. Like that's part of the culture. But
Definitely, definitely. Um, Lady Antoinette, I know you got a question.
Okay, so
She got a question voice on. You hear that?
no, I mean, so I think we are in different generations, but I used to live in Birchwood, which is right around Fort Glass Man, and you were talking about the differences between the areas. How would you say having the culture from New York and the culture from living in Oxon Hill, how would you say that that affects you now? Like both of those. Like how did it contribute to you in your life now?
well, it's like I feel like I'm a DMV nigga through and through. I can't really get around that because it's like that's what I know. But I'm still a little different though. I can't really get around certain shit. You know what I'm saying? Like even though I can relate to a lot of shit, like I ain't go to elementary school. I ain't really, so it's a lot of kid shit that I never really got into, you know what I'm saying? That kind of I can't relate all the way, but it's like as for being a teenager though, it's like I ain't hop off the porch until I was down here. So it's like it wasn't like I had to relearn anything. I was just learning as I went down here. You know what I'm saying? So for me, the difference was now though, I was on the outside looking in though. It's like I ain't have cousins and brothers and aunts down here, and I wasn't from here, and I talked different, and I dressed different initially coming down here. So it's like I had to find my lane, and I had to figure out how to make niggas respect what I had going on. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like the only difference for me was really I just had to work a little bit harder. Like I ain't had that vouch that niggas had. Oh yeah, that's my cousin, bro. He good. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't had it, so I had to just work a little harder. And it really made me be my own man. Like I think singular. Like I think for myself. You know what I'm saying? And I don't let shit outside shit influence the way I think.
CP3, I know you got a question.
Yeah, you said making the transition from New York to the DMV at the age of 12. I know that's probably a big culture shock, they say, coming from New York to here, the transition. What were some of I don't want to say difficult, but what were some of the things that you had to transition from your mindset coming from New York to that fast-paced environment to this, not as fast, but still a, steady-paced environment?
It was a lot of like for me. It was a lot of adjusting, burn, shit being far for real. You know what I'm saying? Like shit,
Yeah,
shit,
area.
yeah, like shit job, yeah, like you just had to,
Had to hump to go get some.
yeah, like you know what I'm saying? Like it wasn't exactly the same, but it wasn't too bad. But I ain't gonna lie, like a few years after that, about 15, you know what I'm saying? My people's moved out Waldorf and shit, so it was terrible.
Ooh, I will pray for you. That's
It
a
was
high.
terrible. It was like like I ain't gonna say like it was terrible. Like it wasn't terrible out there. Like niggas made it terrible. Niggas knew what to get into. You know what I'm saying? But it's like just shit being fucked up and shit. Don't nothing be out there in the police, bro.
Right.
So I immediately started going to jail as
Oh
soon as I moved
no.
out there.
Yeah, they coming for you out there.
Immediately was going like Slim. I ain't never seen the police was so efficient nowhere else. Cause like them niggas, I'm telling you, but
They
you
ain't got nothing else to do.
911 call, they come in 10 deep 2 minutes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like I immediately started going to jail, but I was still playing both sides though. It's just that they moved out there. But you know what I'm saying? Even after that, you know what I'm saying? I moved back, you know what I'm saying? At older coming after doing all my time and shit like that. It's like I moved back, it's like I've just been emotional. You know what I'm saying? So for me, that's really it, just adjusting, bro. It wasn't really that. And then not having family for real, like not being able to go to my uncle's house and my grandmother's house and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like shit. Cause I ain't have like the traditional household that they had. You know what I'm saying? I don't really talk about too much of it, but you know what I'm saying? I had like a dysfunctional type situation, so I really didn't have nowhere to go but the streets. You know what I'm saying? Like it wasn't like niggas to get it, leave school and like, yeah, I'm just go home and chill. Like it wasn't that simple for me. You know what I'm saying? So my shit was anything not to go home. I ain't had no job, so nigga need some money. See what I'm saying? And it's like, for it's just like, yeah, you doing what you doing.
I get that. I get that. Um, so what is your Mount Rushmore of hip hop?
I'm not doing it in number order. I don't know.
It don't matter. It's your list.
Gotta put pop. Gotta put those two. You know what I'm saying? Just cause how they innovated shit, how they brought that shit to life. You know what I'm saying? Mainstream. You know what I'm saying? Like put them in there. I'm gonna have to put Wayne up there. You know what I'm saying? We're not gonna play. You know We ain't gonna act like my man Wayne ain't run hip hop for like, what I'm gonna say, like, he ran that shit for at least like 10 plus. You know what I'm saying? Am I tripping? Anybody disputing that? Yeah.
I mean, it's your list. I don't.
You know what I'm saying?
I,
Yeah. I'm saying
it's your list.
I'm not gonna tell you wrong.
Yeah.
That's
I'm just saying, but I'm a big stats and statistics.
So,
you know what I'm saying?
Wayne was popping for a good little while.
Wayne had a nice run. Wayne did have a nice run. For me, and I'm an older generation, first of all, so Lil Wayne is good, but to me, he'll never be great.
But even with the platinum, gold, diamond, red, all that, even
That
with
mean
all
he
that,
sell. That mean he sell records.
yeah.
Selling records to me don't make you great.
This would be a great PR team.
But
Mhm.
that's just my opinion of that particular. There are people that love Lil Wayne and they put him as a GOAT. To me, he'll never be a GOAT. I didn't say never, but to me, I don't consider him. But once again, it's your list. My list, my Mount Rushmore is always going to be different. Lady Antoinette's going to be different, and CP3 is going to be different.
I'm gonna put Wayne in my Wayne is in my so Wayne put two more in there, right? So we'll put two more in there. We're gonna have to go with probably gonna have to go with. I don't know, bro. It's hard for me, bro. 'Cause I'm biased, bro. I'm biased.
Well, be
I care
biased.
about a lot of shit. Man.
It's your list.
Cause you got your reason, but that's still your list. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like Wayne wouldn't be on mine, but I can still respect his hustle, but he just wouldn't be on my top five.
If you consider great to you, that's all that matters. That's what we're trying to see.
We debate this conversation all day long,
Yeah,
just between the three of
All
us.
right, man. So Pop, Biggie, Wayne. I'm not even a huge Jay-Z fan, but I don't know. I might gotta put Jay up there 'cause I don't like no offense to Eminem. I can't put Eminem in my top five because we come on like it's obvious disrespect, but
Cause he white.
it's not just because he's white. It's not because he's white. But hip hop is a black thing, bro. We're gonna put it like we're not like country is a white thing. Hip hop is a black thing. Anybody can do it, but it's like I feel like
I gotta throw a flag. I gotta throw a flag.
Yeah,
that
country was
black.
black.
Country music started with black folk.
Yep.
And hip
Somebody
hop,
took it.
and for real, hip hop is worldwide. If you go to Japan and Tokyo, they are more diehard hip hop fans than some folks in this country.
Well, you know what? But the shit that attract me to hip hop is different. Though. Like I don't really care about mainstream and shit like that. You know, like hip hop for me is like it's the struggle part. It's the realness, the rawness of it. It's this is what you're coming from. Like you know what I'm saying. Like if you look at music for real, good music always come from oppressed people.
I mean,
You know what I'm saying? Like
and I'm not gonna lie when I say this. As much as I like Eminem, he's not in my top five. I think he's not on my Mount Rushmore. He's in my top 10, but he's not on my Mount Rushmore. Um, I don't, and I will never consider him the greatest rapper alive. This is so all the little white boys that want to troll me and all the little Eminem fans that want to troll me, I'm here for that smoke because I've smoked him.
Yeah, he's talented.
He's very talented, but I get what you're saying. Shout out to Eminem, and we're not saying, he's not talented, but there are other great artists, and let's be honest, when we talk Eminem, to me, there's always going to be an asterisk by his record sales because he's white. Because there have been black artists that which Eminem has taken that sound or that particular style from, and didn't sell it as much. You know, when Eminem first came out, the way he was rhyming, that's clearly Reggie Noble. That's clearly Redman. Flow, Pattern, who at the time maybe went gold, maybe went platinum, didn't do 10 million, and that's because and Reggie Noble came out in like 92.
And you also gotta realize too though that I be saying with the black artists too is that we gotta overcome more, bro.
Yeah,
we got more odds stacked against us. So for us to succeed, son, it's like even more outstanding. You know what I'm saying? I'm not taking nothing from nobody. Do your thing. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? Like do you.
No, but that's
heart is in that shit. Chase that shit.
But that's a good point though.
I gotta ask the question. I gotta ask the question that y'all brought up with him being a white rapper. So now, because he has great lyrical skill. So we're penalizing him because he's white, even though he is talented. Most of these fuckers that's out here now, it's an asterisk by his name just because he's white, even though he has talent. Granted, the marketing and all that stuff, platinum sales, all that. But like I say, take that away, he's still a very talented artist that shouldn't have to have an asterisk put by him because he's white, and that's just my opinion.
And that's what we differ.
Yeah.
Because to me, there's been Busta Rhymes who, if you, the track with Eminem and Busta Rhymes, they both rhyme. I can tell you now, Eminem got murdered on that track because Eminem punches on that track. As an artist, I can tell you, he punches on that track. Busta didn't punch. But Busta did that, when Busta do that fast shit, Busta flow like that all the way through. Busta could do that fast shit live. Period. Um, but is Eminem great at doing that? Yeah. Does he? But here's the thing. So you'll have a person who'll hear Eminem on that track and be like, "Oh my God, Eminem is rhyming fast, and that's the greatest thing in the world." And Busta been doing that shit for fucking 20 fucking years. Period. There's a M, Busta may not have 10 million records, but there's a reason why when a nigga like Busta say I want to do a versus, everybody gets silent. A nigga be like, the one nigga who stepped up, T.I. was like, well, you can't use all your old shit because he couldn't compete. Like, you gotta put restrictions on it because you can't. So, to me, yeah, he does have an action because there's been other cats that have been doing some of the similar shit that he's been doing and don't get recognition for that. That's just how I feel.
Well, I mean, if that's the case, we can take a bunch of people off and keep together.
Yeah.
Technically, Jay-Z should be off. I mean, he was doing stuff before.
I mean,
But I'm just saying, at the end of the day, you
Jay
gotta
just-
look at
Jay-
the individual.
But Jay John like Curry the time too. Curry.
He carried
He
it for
did.
almost a 10-year stretch.
He did.
carried
He
hip
did.
But
hop.
I'm just saying, you can't
But
just go off of
but
the fact that somebody else did something before him.
I mean, if you ask me, there's an asterisk by Jay-Z's name. There is too.
Then that explains your theory. So you put Jay-Z in that category too.
I mean,
That's
a lot
fair
of.
if that's how you feel.
I mean,
We
a lot
know
of.
what's going on though with a lot of shit. Like we know that a lot of shit ain't just.
Ain't just him.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I'm a hip hop head, so I know when Jay-Z recycles a big verse.
Yeah.
And I know that Jay-Z, he took advantage. I can say took advantage. He was at the right place at the right time. There was a void in hip hop, and he was willing to step up. And he made good music to step up. However, he did recycle a lot of big shit in making good music. There's a lot of original Jay-Z shit, but there's a lot of shit that he quoted from Big too. That got people that people assume was a Jay-Z line if you just tuned into hip hop at that particular time.
Yeah.
So
the same thing with Eminem.
Yeah.
You just
Yeah,
That's why I
everybody recycle. Like you gotta recycle.
Mhm.
And you gotta recycle, but it's like
There's no original
you
thought.
gotta come in and pay your homage, man. You gotta come in and like you know what I'm saying. People like familiar shit too, though. So when you play on some shit that already been played on,
Yeah.
people gonna fuck with it.
Definitely.
So I mean, but you can't steal though. There's a difference between recycling and stealing.
Yes.
You can't steal. Like stealing is like you act like you did it and you not pay. You not trying to get nobody no credit or you not admitting that you got that from somewhere. That's stealing. Oh, like I made that up.
I love these conversations where we just talk about like different, because it's always nice to see everybody has different opinion, and then especially when you can stand your ground on your opinion and stuff like that. I always think that's. But you got one more. He's like, Andy caught me while I was rolling the blunt.
I skated on that last one.
Nah. I love conversations like this though, because it's a conversation.
Yeah. I don't know. This should be so debatable. But I don't really,
That's the point.
I hate it, but, Mhm. Hey, y'all gonna have to edit this part right here.
Oh Lord.
God,
Nah.
this live,
Oh,
baby.
no.
It's live. We can't edit. We can't edit.
What you about
I
to
see
say?
live.
Nah,
It's
nah,
Nah,
I'm just saying because I can't think right now.
I mean,
Like,
if you
can
don't-
we come back? Can we circle back
If
to
you
it?
talk about if that's your list, that's your list.
Nah, I could probably think of one more. I don't want to say nothing. without thinking about it. I really gotta think about that. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Because when I say shit, bro, like this how I look at it, bro. Like I'm really going somewhere with what I'm doing. I'm really gonna get to where I need to be at, regardless of what motherfucker think. So this shit gonna blow up one day. You know what I'm saying? And like whatever I put my name or my voucher or my stamp on, I want that shit to be official. Like that's why I learned like as even with like a brand and shit, you can't just fuck with everything and everybody. Like you gotta really be careful with shit because
Well,
You
one,
come back.
yeah, like and it, cause niggas be like, oh damn, bruh, stamp it, bruh, voucher
that's
that.
true. That's true.
Yeah, like bruh, it sounds
Well,
like yeah,
but
yeah.
one I can tell you like this: there's and there's no shade. Well, it might be some shade. There's a lot of artists we talk to that don't know how to talk. Um, and you seem very articulate, and you have an idea of yourself, your movement, and to have conversation. So I just enjoy it. But we can always circle back around that. But when we circle back around it, that means this question ends. That means Lady Antoinette question is gonna start.
That's cool.
Why are you saying like that? Like
Cause
I'm a
you,
problem child.
cause you are.
Baseless. Hey, I need you to make sure you clarify stuff because you're gonna have people watching
Thinking
like,
that,
oh, Lady Antoinette, see, he just said, watch what you say, and you gonna have people thinking I'm packing heat.
You probably is.
Hey, mind your business. That's not.
I'm
We're
letting them
not
stay
here to
away
talk about.
from you because they're gonna be messing with the wrong one. That's all I'm saying.
I don't even know why you
I'm
That's a
even.
sorry,
compliment. That's a compliment.
my head. Now he gonna have that's he. You hot.
Ain't that no warrants? So we know
See,
of.
see.
See, this is what I'm talking about. You see, you right. You gotta watch
What
you
you say?
around because people will dry snitch on you.
I got mine cleared up.
See, you
Oh
know.
Lord, oh Lord, oh
So
Lord.
because you got yours cleared up, you gonna throw everybody else under the bus. Okay.
About 6 months.
That shit together.
You know what? You have your question, Lady Antoinette.
Yes, I do. Okay. So you came from. We know that you came down from New York. You came here. Um, lived in Oxon Hill. Then went to Wakanda, and then came back. Right. So through it all, where tell us about that moment where you were inspired to actually go into this passion. You know, actually buy into the situation that you're in
Strong ass thing.
now. Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna be honest with you, like you would have told me I was gonna be a rapper, bro. I would have you know what I'm saying? Like I would have brushed that off because it was just wasn't interested in what I wanted to do. Now I rapped though. I always been musical. Like I wrote little poems and shit when I was real young, and then as I got older, like you know what I'm saying, started freestyling because that's what you know what I'm saying nigga did. You smoke, you know what I'm saying, got high, freestyle, have a little cipher, you know what I'm saying, niggas be rapping, you know what I'm saying. Sometimes they be rapping too long, taking up too much of the beat you got.
Mm-hmm.
So you gotta come in rapping a little bit harder than him
Mhm.
to let him know, all right, but your time's up. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So it would be stuff like that going on, and you know what I'm saying. When I started getting locked up and doing time, like my first time getting locked up and like going down Shellingham, I was 17. First time going down Shellingham. Because all the other times you get locked up, as a juvenile, 9 times it's not like you get locked up and you go to jail and then you get a bond. Like, nah, you get taken down to the precinct, they charge you whatever, and then your parents or your guardian like will pick you up from the precinct. Right? So I wasn't really seeing jail. I was just seeing court dates and
Mm-hmm.
having to do programs and shit like that. So it's a community service, shit like that. So by the time I was 17, though, that's when you know what I'm saying it was too much shit, and then the shit started getting more severe. So they sending you down Shellham, like you going down there until you go to court.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So that's when I started going down there, and I was writing a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like I still got books and books and books that I never recorded none of that shit. Right. Just writing. You know what I'm saying? So that's always something that got me through all my days. You know what I'm saying? And as an adult, You know what I'm saying? I ended up, in total, I did like over a year in the juvenile system. You know what I'm saying? And then as an adult, I ended up catching 4 years. I had 25 years on suspended before, and when I was 20, you know what I'm saying? So it was business. Like I was come home for a little bit, get locked up, come home, get locked up. So then I started writing again, and I was really writing, writing, writing. You know what I'm saying? And then I came home again at 23, and you know what I'm saying? Like I was just trying to live life. You know what I'm saying? I was trying to stay out the way. I wasn't really worried about that. But then about 4 years later, I ain't gonna lie, I was out Marlow Heights. You know what I'm saying? I was doing something, and it attracted some attention. And you know what I'm saying? I ended up, like legal entertainment, all kinds of little goofy stuff. You know what I'm saying? And I had caught a gun charge. You know what I'm saying? So when I caught a gun charge, I was still on probation for the shit that I came home for. You know what I'm saying? Because you come home, I came home 23, but they still give you 5 years probation.
Right.
Now, when you got that kind of probation, though, I had a suspended sentence. So that means I got 21 years back. You know what I'm saying? So if you do anything, they can give you that time if you're convicted. So I caught the gun charge, and it was scary for me because, like, damn, I'm a felon. So that's a mandatory. You know what I'm saying? The gun is 5 years. You know what I'm saying? You ain't give them 5 years for it. But as a felon, you can manage for it. So, man, the guns are mandatory. And then they can give me my backup time as much as they want to. Right. You know what I'm saying? And the thing with that, too, is what I got charged with was gun related crimes. You know what I'm saying? Like violent crimes. So it's like this shit was not looking good to me. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, shit, man. Oh my God, rap. I'm like, I might just have some money. You know what I'm saying? That's what I had with some money. So I'm like, shit, I might just gotta go say something in case they try to bury me in jail. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, hit my man. I'm like, hey, bro, what's the best studio to go to, bro? Shit, man. Go say like slopes like that. Shout out slopes. He can mix and everything I'm on there. You know what I'm saying? He can just put me in that bag when I'm on the songs. Yeah, I use a lot of the beats too. So shout out my nigga Slopes. He sent me the slopes. You know what I'm saying? I went in there, started recording. You know what I'm saying? We started going in. I was just doing the shit just to see what was going on. And he was like, basically like, yeah, bro, you gotta get better, bro. And that motivated me to get better. Because at first I wasn't putting my music out for everybody to hear. So just him saying, yeah, you gotta keep recording to get better, like you want, was enough for me to keep going. But as I was going, I was falling in love with the shit because I already loved music.
Right.
But then as you learn about music and see what's really going on, it kind of makes you fall out of love with it a little bit though. Because once you get into the real world and you really making music and doing songs with niggas, like I'm not an industry nigga. I'm not doing songs with the baby, and I'm not doing songs with motherfucking Lil Baby, and I'm not doing songs. I'm doing songs with niggas around the way.
Right.
So it's politics to that. Can't just go do a song with something. Can't just go do something. You know what I'm saying? Like, and you be wanting to just to business is business, but there's shit going on. So as you see these rap politics is going on, that shit make you like, man, fuck this shit. But you love it though. So it just make you, for me, it motivated me to just keep getting better. Because it's like, fuck, if I can't make music with niggas, I just have to make music so fucking good, niggas is gonna listen to this shit by itself. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't need no features because your shit is that good. Then niggas will come to you like, yeah, bro, I'm trying to do feature. You get to a certain point, all the politics go out the window. Now niggas don't really give a fuck because niggas can have picks, they can choose. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, once you get that clout in that position, that you put them in position, now it don't really matter. You know what I'm saying? Nah, bro, good. Yeah, he did that with bro, but he good. You know what I'm saying? Because now they trying to eat off you and what you got going. Right. So, like, I just be saying, like, it should be a lot to the shit, but that's really how I got into music. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I feel like I gotta do this shit because I don't really, I don't really be feeling like I got so many options at this point. Like I kind of put all my eggs in one basket. It's like I can't even tell you how I could, but I'm not gonna tell you how much money I spent on music. It's a lot.
So you going all in?
Big. And I don't even do it on purpose. I just be, okay, what I gotta do, how much it costs? But I'm saying, like, I'm just paying for shit that I need. You know what I'm saying? Not even realizing how deep I'm getting into this shit until you stop, take a look back, and be like, damn, how much I spent? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, at this point, nigga, you gotta be fucked up if you think I'm not about to make some money off this shit. That's the aim of the game for real. You can keep the platinums and all that. I'm gonna get those, but you can really keep them. You can keep all that. You can keep the BT awards. You can keep the shade room. We can keep all that shit, bro. But I'm gonna make some money off this shit.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? Like, yeah, I'm gonna feed some people off this shit.
That's what's up.
It's always nice when you hear a person speak with passion. Like, you talk with passion. I can tell you passionate about it. CP3, you got a question for him?
That was some real deep shit right there. I had the same mentality, fuck the fame. I just want to get the, profit of all the hard the fruits and labors of all the hard work and my success. I'm gonna get the accolades and all that just because what I'm doing is good. So I don't need that, when it comes, cool. But other than that, fuck it, I'm gonna do what I do. So yeah, I definitely appreciate that. I had that similar mentality. Fuck everybody else. But you know, how do you feel about you pretty much, I think, in my opinion, gave your statement. What do you feel about the state of hip hop right now, and what improvements or what mark do you want to leave on the game going forward? Since, like you said, you're all in and you're investing in yourself, which is nothing wrong with investing in yourself.
Definitely. More people need to.
Sure, question.
I know I wasn't expecting that from CP3. He
When the drinks get flowing, the questions that I told you, man, personas, baby.
the pinky
Yeah,
is.
people about to come
It is.
State of hip hop though. I ain't nobody, man. I just got a GD, man. I ain't the smartest man in the world.
Hey,
Don't quote
said
me.
you are somebody.
Yeah, I'm just saying, but don't quote me like, yeah, Damon was on the podcast. He said, but listen, though, you asking me about the state of hip hop. That shit is a joke, bro. That shit is a joke. Niggas is clowns.
Mm-hmm.
Just really just it's plain as you can put it. And it's transparent if you real. Like if you know what's going on, like if you know something about something, this shit, you can see through this shit, bro. But it got a lot of niggas not thinking right. Got a lot of niggas just in the motions, man. He on crash course, man. Like, bro, I don't know, bro. Like, niggas already talk about it, bro. You know what's going on, bro. The street shit, niggas telling on themselves, niggas out here doing anything for some clout, you know what I'm saying? Doing anything to go viral, recording and everything, whipping your phone out and everything. Like, nigga can't have nothing to himself no more, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and then people think that it's just funny games. You know what I'm saying? Like they think that it's entertainment.
Like the music video.
Yeah, niggas think that, but niggas really dying, bro. Niggas is really dying. Like it's not. Niggas is really dying, bro. Niggas is really going to jail and getting jerseys. Yeah, they retiring niggas.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So like all that is going on, and niggas is just ignorant to the fact, bro. They just think it's funny, bro. Think it's funny until they calling home. Niggas got press one or whatever to accept your shit. God, put me on the phone and accept your shit, but like it's been it, and it's like ain't a nice place to be. And niggas don't talk about that enough. Niggas think it's cool. So like that's what I'm saying. But yeah, bro, like you know what's going on, bro. And then the saddest part about it all, bro, that makes me the maddest about all this shit, bro. The saddest part about all that, bro, is that niggas ain't even getting paid.
Right.
You're not even getting paid, bro, and they taking advantage. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit not coming back at us. You know what I'm saying? So I'm saying hip hop is a joke, bro. Niggas is crashing out for views.
Yeah, I mean,
So, you know what I'm saying?
Views and likes.
Views, likes, chains, shit that when you go broke, you're selling.
yeah.
You're selling. How many niggas had chains last year? Don't got chains right now. How many niggas had chains when EDB was popping that shit down, bro? We like go. Yeah, man, some shit going on, bro. You know,
Yeah.
I'm gonna get some more. I'm gonna get a bigger.
Well, they got it
You know what I'm
snatched.
saying? Like,
Snatching chains is still a thing.
I mean, yeah, I mean that happens, but I'm talking more so like a nigga got maybe 20, 30,000. He go cash out 10,000 on the chain, and then he fuck his money up. Now he got to sell his chain. Like you shouldn't even bought that chain.
But I'm talking about the ones who doing the
Mm.
same thing and they chain gets snatched and they can't even go and sell a chain.
I mean, yeah, man, if your chain get snatched, you need a chain.
There you go.
You ain't need no chain.
I mean,
Exactly.
there was
They need it first.
there was an interview I was watching, and I ain't give credit, but I was watching an interview, and they were talking about Hurricane Chris, and he said the height of his career, he he had made like 500,000, and he said he spent 120,000 on jewelry, and then he was like, I don't think that I ain't had that chain no more.
I mean, but you know,
That's a
yeah,
big waste.
you know, I'm just that's my opinion though.
No,
Like,
no,
like,
but
you really can't tell a nigga how to spend his money.
you can't, and
You can't really tell like niggas can do what they want. You can do what you want, bro, but if you want some financial advice, nigga, don't do that.
yeah.
Yeah,
You should invest in your career.
I mean, it's thing is niggas will buy a chain, and this is the funniest thing. So my people George, we throw these events, and it was I think the winner got $1,000, and so the people that won the event, uh, instead of like spending it on promotion or anything, he said, "You gotta go use $1,000. I just got some weed. You just smoked it all up." And you could have took half of that and put into your single and put something out or some shit. It was because their
I mean,
priorities
if you got it like
because
that,
their priorities wasn't straight. Like if you got you gotta take to invest in yourself. And so if you out there buying like chains but you're not investing in your music or like or if you have a home studio. So you got a shitty mic. So a new mic costs 300. But instead of buying a new mic, you want to go get a chain. Yeah, Jordan's is black people kryptonite.
You're trying to make some moves. You're trying to make some moves.
but if I
Yeah.
bought a chain, if all the money I spent on videos, promos, shit like that, you know what I'm saying, making music, paying to get my shit mixed and mastered, niggas don't do that. Niggas don't get their shit mixed and mastered.
They
Niggas
don't.
just record their
They
shit
don't.
and send it to a nigga.
They don't.
You know what I'm saying?
And it's funny because my artist, my nephew Renegade. So we had a kid, and I knew the kid's mom, and he used to come to he would go to Renegade's house and record, and then he would rush to play her the music. So then she said, "Well, how come his stuff don't sound like Renegade stuff?" And I said, "That's because one, his shit's not polished. Two, the way that he records." And I was like, "It's not." I said, "That's not even the final mix. He gets happy and wants you to hear a song, and he's rushing it to you. He doesn't go back to get it mixed and mastered." And I was like, "So she said, well, why doesn't Renegade?" I said, that's another service that he's not paying for. Like he's paying to record, but he didn't pay to get it mixed and mastered." And I said, "So if you're asking," so I said, "Renegade mix and master his own stuff. So if you're asking why his stuff doesn't sound that way, is because he's playing you a rough draft, and then he's not going back to yeah."
Exactly. So I'm saying, like, if I had all the money I spent on all that shit, and I bought a chain with it, bro, I could have probably bought 10, 15 chains, nigga. I mean, it looking like Gucci making right now. You know what I'm saying? Like,
And that's true though. That's true.
but this is the difference though. If a nigga understand, if I would have did that though, I might not even know who I am. I might not even be here for nobody to see me looking like. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just you niggas trying to look like the money before they got.
That's true.
Get the money, nigga. Then you don't even have to show money. Show what money do. Now, I'm not saying I'm not gonna get no change, nigga. I'm gonna do all that, bro. I'm gonna do it correct too. My shit not gonna be cloudy. My shit not gonna be fugazi. I'm gonna have that shit, hit it with the diamond test or whatever. It's gonna be that shit. And if I can't get that, I'm not gonna get nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like that's how you gotta operate.
That's true.
And plus, at the end of the day, people with the big money, like real big money, they're not rocking a whole bunch of chains.
Yeah, but we rappers though, like it's kind of again like that kind of like part of like it's like sad, but you like to an extent you gotta participate in that if you want to appeal to certain people.
Right, but that's not the goal.
It's not, but you know, like I don't know, it's hard to explain though, but it's like some shit comes to territory. It's like you know, like if you in the video with Lil Baby and Rallo and everybody got ice on, you ain't got no ice on. It's like, yeah, you're still a man, you're still on man's time, you're still there, you're still doing your thing, but it's like, you know, they kind of outshining you. As a artist, you wanna be the star.
Right.
So I gotta shine as hard as everybody else or hard.
Well, think about it like this: we just saw the Super Bowl, right?
Yeah.
50 got one chain. 50 got decent money.
I mean, he in the game though. He in the video. I'm
I
sure.
know.
Yeah, I'm sure that
But
nigga
I'm
was shooting the
just saying.
video.
But
Yeah, I saw him saying 50
Right.
was shooting some new shit. He be
Well,
yeah.
on regular everyday basis. That's
Yeah.
not. That's why I said that's not the goal. Look at Jay-Z. He got big money. Drake got big money.
50 got big money too, though.
He don't have as much as that. I
Nah,
looked
not
up
as
his
much.
net worth. His net worth ain't as big as theirs. But at the end of the day, you don't see them rocking a whole bunch of chains. They might have one chain and it ain't even that big. So at the end of the day, you got to keep your even if you get chains, you got to keep your mind right. Keep your eye on the real prize. Because to get that type of money, they're not worried about the chain.
Yeah.
You know, they might have one. That ain't the goal. Some people, that's their goal. That's the problem.
True, indeed. Give me 5 do's and 5 don'ts of the industry that you've learned so far.
Do the shit yourself. Don't let motherfuckers do too much for you. Because then you won't know how to do shit. Then when niggas start doing shit for you, you forget. So do the work. You know what I'm saying? That's one do. Another do is take care of your people. You know what I'm saying? Like don't go Hollywood on everybody. You go Hollywood on some niggas. You know you go Hollywood. But you don't go Hollywood on people that really there for you. You know what I'm saying? So take care of your people. Give back. Like, I'm not saying you have to do anything, but you know, niggas get this fucked up mentality where they got money and yeah, nigga, I got this, ain't nobody help me get this, fuck everybody. Like, okay, yeah, man, you know, fuck certain people here. But nigga, it's just the laws of how that shit work. It's if you giving a lot, you gotta get back. Like, it's not even like about religion or street code or it's just the way the world works.
The law of attraction.
Yeah, like if you blessed like that, bro, you have to do something for somebody. Like if you don't want to do nothing for nobody, that's gonna come back on you, bro. Karma is a motherfucker. People think that the motherfucking rug ain't get pulled out on the guy do certain shit, bro. So that's number 3. 4. I don't know, motherfucking. I don't know. Shit, 5.
I mean,
Do's and don'ts.
Don't shit, dude. I mean, you know what I'm saying? It's quick shit. I'm gonna quick shit, dude. Like, be real, be yourself, bro. Like,
that's simple. Yeah.
be authentic, even in your music. Like, you don't have to be a killer in your music. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, be yourself. And motherfucking dude, I don't know, bro. I mean, I come back to that, but some don'ts is don't sell out. Don't do it for the clout. Don't do it for the business. I don't know if that counts for two different things. Excuse my language. Don't do it for the pussy. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying?
No, it's true because there's a lot of dudes that do that.
Yeah, don't do that. Don't forget where you coming from. And well, it's a lot. I'm telling you something.
That's an important one right there. That's an
Don't
important
tell
one
on
right
anybody.
there.
Don't tell on anybody, but telling on yourself still counts as telling it. I don't know if y'all need somebody to say it. You still told it, you told on yourself. You do it on purpose. My man still doing it.
Lady Antoinette.
I'm laughing because we didn't talk about
We
her.
talked about this shit
We
before.
talked about people putting stuff in their lyrics
Mhm.
and then looking surprised when the feds be at their door. I'm confused.
Like you really had something to do with a nigga getting hit. You talking about you smoking the nigga song.
Right.
It's hot.
That would never make sense to me.
It's hot. You just drew a tip. They didn't have any suspects. Now they do.
Right.
And even if you didn't do it, they know where to start.
Yep.
You know what I'm
They
saying?
know that you know something.
Yeah, like
Yep.
you know where to start. Okay, these guys clearly had problems with these guys. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? That's motive right there. Yeah. Niggas need a hit, bro.
But
Like,
it's funny you say that because we've had that conversation on the show before about that. I think that's pretty stupid. You know what? We're not gonna talk about you right now.
Yeah, we're not talking about you.
Oh, but when it comes to your creative process, walk us through your creative process for this.
I think back. I just think back. Like, I don't really have to come up with them. You know what I'm saying? I just think back and figure out how to word it in the way that Frank's. You know what I'm saying? I really try to speak from experience. Because that's going to be the best shit. Somebody going to relate to it. Like, if it really happened, nothing that happened to you only happened to you. Like, if something happened to you, 9 times out of 10, there's a lot of people out there that's experiencing that shit. You know what I'm saying? So I just think back and I just speak for shit that I know about. You know what I'm saying? And that's just basically how I do it. Like, in the beat, or the beat draws it out. Like once you hear that beat, if it's what it's supposed to be, you will feel something. And that's going to kind of direct you the way you want to do it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's how I feel like for real music, it should be.
Right.
It's not like that for everybody.
You're right. You have people that imagine.
It's telling stories and shit.
I want to piggyback off of that. When it comes to the beat, because I make beats myself, what really draws you to the beat? Is it just the mood that you're feeling, or the thought process of what you want to put out there, or does the beat help you make the song?
It's like one of two things. Either that joint is hard as shit, like that joint is knocking, and that joint real live, aggressive, vicious. Like this is a hard beat that'll amp me up and make me want, you know what I'm saying, talk my shit, or it be the samples for me. Like you hear that sample, and you're like, damn, hold up, this pain right here. This, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like them samples turn me up too. So for me, it's either gonna be that bass or the samples. Like those two things draw me to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, you getting deep
He
tonight.
is like about to kill
Legit.
that 18.
I know.
You brought it out.
So it's my fault.
I ain't no punk, no pussy, no faggot, no bitch. I'm a drink, bro.
See, you know what? This what we be talking about.
I started.
I'm about to pop you.
What?
You can't. You don't know what to say out your mouth.
So I'm about to play one of the videos.
Thank you.
So just to let y'all know, so because his videos has a lot of views on them, so there's always, YouTube puts the commercial first. And normally I don't play those, but he's the guest tonight, so I'll play the video.
Man, monetize, man. Get paid for that, man. Play them ads, man. See what they talk about. They might got something.
In the video.
And free, 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 and free.
That's right. TurboTax Free Edition is free. See details at TurboTax.com.
Hey, look. Bitch, low with the alley. Look, I ain't gon' hold you. Hit me with the tech, hold it. Lock me down, time froze. In the sun, it got cold. Niggas, since I don't get it, I was getting busy with the business. Got beef was never ending. 100 rounds forever spending. Trap money forever spending. Trap money never ending. Had to see me out a new way. Hood hero, no Enrique. They almost hit me with a Rico. Couple bags for the Chico. Need a plug like Chico. I'm bagging beats like Chicho. Look, let me talk to him. Tell him what I've been doing. That shit you did, I've been through it. Gun squad on me and I threw it. Kurt in the alley, he was moved. Just glad they ain't start shooting. Trying to tell you 12 ruthless. I seen him leave a nigga toothless. You got a tool, still useless. Cause I know you ain't gon' use it. You got a top, don't lose it. I tell you message in the music. Yeah, we heavy with the steppers. Like fat niggas in the section. No rat niggas, I ain't met 'em. No rap niggas, I ain't with 'em. Cause they ain't care when I was hungry. Ain't feed a nigga, I was boned. In the trenches, demons own me. Fuck a nigga on own. These youngins acting off emotion. They wonder why they meant throw. Try to throw me, I was holding. I try to lead a nigga smoke. Look, I ain't gon' hold you. Hit me with the tech, hold it. Lock me down, time froze. In the sun, it got cold. Niggas, since I don't get it, I was getting busy with the business. Got beef was never ending. 100 rounds forever spending. Trap money forever spending. Trap money never ending. Had to see me out a new way. Hood hero, no Enrique. They almost hit me with a Rico. Couple bags for the Chico. Need a plug like Chico. I'm bagging beats like Chicho. Try to tell my story, they ain't wanna hear. Got to go ahead, had to go and aim it. I ain't scared to slide, hoping that we make it. Try to make a change and they ain't wanna hear. They praying that I die, act like I don't hear. If I hit the burner, it ain't in the air. If I hit the burner, he way out of here. Hearing sirens, I put this bitch in game. I ain't never giving up and I ain't never scared. Nigga hating cause he ain't made enough. And I don't give a fuck cause I don't own nothing. I was trapping, nigga, you ain't throw me nothing. Hustle in my veins, money steady pumping. Flowing different ways, money steady coming. Showing something different, they ain't want respect. Hopping on your dick when diamonds on your necklace. I was in the cell, writing on the wall, telling me the ball. It had piped me up cause they took me off. Took me out the game, coach who made the call. Get my lawyer quick, girl, just make the call. I just came home, girl, just take it off. I ain't gon' play with you, no, not at all. You can have my heart, girl, just take it off. Look, I ain't gon' hold you. Hit me with the tech, hold it. Lock me down, time froze. In the sun, it got cold. Niggas, since I don't get it, I was getting busy with the business. Got beef was never ending. 100 rounds forever spending. Trap money forever spending. Trap money never ending. Had to see me out a new way. Hood hero, no Enrique. They almost hit me with a Rico. Couple bags for the Chico. Need a plug like Chico. I'm bagging beats like Chicho.
Shout out to Go Expedia.
You may not know the spirit of Isla, where we make the Botanist Isla Dry Gin. It's the spirit of remote Scotland, the spirit of wild, hand-foraged botanicals, of neighbours working together at an award-winning distillery. But you can feel the spirit of Isla in every bar and restaurant near you, in every owner or bartender striving to keep the lights on and the regulars happy. Today, the businesses you love still need your help. Please join the Botanist and the Independent Restaurant Coalition and share in the spirit of community.
Niggas be thinking it's sweet, but it's not. I'm giving all that I got. Stabbing the back, had to man this shit up. They was still ducking the bum. Said you a gangster, but you was a chump. You to break in the houses for fun. With starving, had pain in my gut. I ain't gon' back no more. I ain't gon' back no more. I ain't gon' go. I ain't gon' back no more. I ain't gon' back no more. I ain't gon' go. I ain't gon' back no more. I ain't gon' back no more. I ain't gon' go. I ain't gon' back no more. I ain't gon' back no more. I ain't gon' go. I was in the pit, that's the wolves den. I was in the cage, I was boxed in. Fight for my life, we was wrestling. Judge trying to ain't shit. Got me sick soy with the rubber grip. I been getting money, I ain't suffering. All these niggas phony, follow other men. Don't make me have to slide with the folk. Slide with my woes like the Zoes. Keep a cutter on me like hoe. They won't ain't touch no dope. Still smoking dope. Zaza make a bitch choke. Static pussy, ya ho. Cold got a Glock on my coat. Daimo rope. Nigga trippin' big shoes. Nigga must be smoking on boat. Asian plug up off coat. Dance a bitch up off coat. Coke go up her nose. And she go up pose. Shake it for me, baby girl, do it. I ain't opposed. Shake straight out them clothes. I ain't gon' bash no hoe. I done made bands up hoe, but I ain't no pimp. I'ma sell it to the ATM, bitch, punch that code. Spiritual nigga can't sell my soul. Paranoid bitch, gotta keep my pole. Niggas gon' click, gotta click on go. Beam on his nose, that's a Rudolph nose. Niggas try to kill me, send shots with my whip. Missed every shot, then we hit the whole clip. Missed every shot, then we hit the whole clip. Hit the whole clip. Bitch be thinking it's sweet, but it's not. I'm giving all that I got. Stabbing the back, had to man this shit up. They was still ducking the bum. Said you a gangster, but you was a chump. You took breaking the houses for fun. You took breaking the houses for fun. Was starving, had pain in my gut. I ain't gon' back no more. I ain't gon' back no more. I ain't gon' go. I ain't gon' back no more. I ain't gon' back no more. I ain't gon' go. I ain't gon' back no more. I ain't gon' back no more. I ain't gon' go. I ain't gon' back no more. I ain't gon' back no more.
I'm about to pick up 100 from Cali to run up a mill. I don't trap no more. Lil' Brody called on the case, he was constantly cooking it up. He don't rap no more. Since we put on they block, they don't rap no more. I done show too much love, I don't got no more. Them 762s and 100, we see who you punish. We paying your blood on your door. Just ice out the pen and that shit cost me 20. Fresh out of prison, bro, tryna get some money. Niggas shooting their head, catch they Vic, they was left. Put them pounds on the road, make sure I pay the truck. She gon' go off the face, I ain't paying the fuck. Me and bro let her up, boy, you trippin', you love. See they whip light it up, out there they catchin' up. Bro be the bike, pray you don't catch a no. Talking about a lawyer bitch, nigga, I don't even know. I'ma hit him with a Drake, I'ma hit him with the Cobra. 16, put my first Vic in the coma. 12 tryin' blish, hit the tour, let it blow up. Bro got the tours, they ass about get blew up. They ain't know them niggas, but bet them hoes knew us. I start the gang, haters say it's a new us. Cold at the bottom, it been time to move up. Niggas be thinking it's sweet, but it's not. I'm giving all that I got. Stabbing the back, had to man this shit up. They was still ducking the bum. Said you a gangster, but you was a chump. You took breaking the houses for fun. You took breaking the houses for fun. Was starving, had pain in my gut. I ain't gon' back no more. I ain't gon' back no more. I ain't gon' go. I ain't gon' back no more. I ain't gon' back no more. I ain't gon' go. I ain't gon' back no more. I ain't gon' back no more. I ain't gon' go. I ain't gon' back no more. I ain't gon' back no more. I ain't gon' go.
No, we about to come back.
I wanted my hepatitis.
CP3, 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 CP3.
Why I gotta follow hepatitis?
CP3. Because I know you was looking with some nasty thoughts at that last video. That joint had everything you like in it. It had weed, it had guns, and it had women.
I was conflicted between video and
Prop guns, prop guns, prop
Nah,
guns.
Oh, well, you know.
trying to stay away from
yeah,
that.
there you go. Prop guns.
Mhm.
Well, see, if he were to come onto your set, I'm just gonna let you know now, he's not gonna have a prop.
No, we were shooting a
As
video.
long as it's legal, man.
Yeah, it was legal. Thank you. Right
So-
so legal.
So
Thank
here's
you.
the story.
Thank you.
So we were shooting the money combo video for my nephew Renegade. And we needed a goon. So I was like, I got somebody perfect for that. So I called CP3. So Renegade had the prop gun. And they were like, well, we only have one prop gun. And CP3 was like, oh, well, that's not the prop.
How am I gonna be gunman number 2 with no gun? I don't. What I'm gonna do? So I have a registered handgun that I bought with me, unloaded. I did have the clip with me, but just in case. But
So my manager was like, is that your man? I was like, yeah.
thank you. I was going for reality.
When,
Gotta stay protected out here.
when we're not on the air, we'll explain why that was a problem. This transportation to, yeah.
Sometimes public
Hey,
transportation.
hey, I was trying not to.
I don't mind. I did what I had to do to get down. I don't mind in the city. It's too dangerous.
You don't even sound like you believe that. Shut your face.
You so full of shit.
Oh, man.
Oh Lord. You have a question, Lady Antoinette? No. Oh, a final question.
I
Is it
mean, I have
Jack?
my final. So there's a lot of young artists coming behind you. What uh, what is your ideal? What let me rephrase that. What type of role model would you want to be for them? The people coming up behind you.
But if you say anything, you just be yourself. But ain't nobody look at me and say I'm trying to be like nobody, I'm trying to sound like nobody. I'm literally trying to be me and make my own sound. That's what, you know what I'm saying? Like that. You know what I'm saying? Do nobody else shit. You know what I'm saying? So just you take anything from me, bro. Just like be yourself, bro. You know what I'm saying? I really talk about shit. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I've been through saying I got knowledge of shit like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, just be yourself, bro. You know what I'm saying? And nigga brother back in, bro, really just doing him. Brian, that's what I'm doing. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's it. That's all I can say. I'm not perfect, bro. I'm not saying, like, I'm humble as it gets, bro. I'm not saying I'm better than nobody, or you gotta be like me, or other niggas, this or that. I don't really care what it is. You know what I'm saying? I just call it as I see it. You know what I'm saying? So that's it, bro. That's what I have to say.
Alright. 63, you got something?
Observation. I mean, I have a similar mindset. You know, I don't worry about what I can't control. I'm going to do what I do. You know, I know it's going to be done well, and it's going to speak. My work is going to speak for itself. So pretty much fuck what everybody else got to say. So what everybody else do, just I'm gonna do my thing, my talent, it's gonna shine through, and then whatever comes with it, I'm gonna build off of that. So I definitely appreciate that sentiment. Some real shit.
That was not a question.
I said an observation.
um, so I guess give me an album that impacted your life or your music career.
Future,
Which one?
street called young scooter, married to a street.
Okay.
What it was about them albums, man. The time of my life.
I mean, sometimes
Listen,
you just get some album that just speaks to
yeah, but you know who's different? Like for me, music, I remember music, like music based on what I was going through at the time I was listening to.
you. Yeah.
So streets calling kind of like I was at a time where I was gaining focus. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like as a young nigga really gaining focus of what I wanted. Get desperate to get it, you know what I'm saying? Like sometimes you gotta hit that desperation, you gotta hit rock bottom, you gotta not have shit, you gotta be fucked up to really see, damn, well, I gotta go get this shit, you know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? For me, that's what streets calling really was at that time. And then married to the streets, I was making it happen. I was at that time. I got married to the streets on the headphones. I'm out there, yeah, cuz, hey, what's up? You know what I'm saying? Cranking the headphones. So it's like I'm having emotion. So it's like that really was like just two times. You know what I'm saying? For me, where that music really hit me. Like I don't feel like music hits me hard now, but it don't hit me the same. Like it don't really like when I was younger, bro. I was really fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was just fucked up. So it was like back then I really was in the mix. You know what I'm saying? Like now I'm too better than that. Too experienced. Seeing shit. bullshit like this. You know what I'm saying? You really can't. You know what I'm saying? I'm 2 steps ahead of shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of harder to catch me in the jam like that. But back then, I was in the mix. Shit was jam like hey. You know what I'm saying? And so those are the 2 albums I can say. I really fuck with.
Okay. All right. Cool. Well, nobody got no more questions. I'm just gonna wind this one down. So before we get out of here, you got a new project you just dropped, it, right?
Yeah.
What's it called?
Trap Guy Dunkin.
And it's available on all digital platforms and stuff?
Sure, everywhere, everything. I'm on Apple Music, Spotify, Tidal, YouTube, Amazon, all that shit. Napster, all that shit.
He took it back.
Right.
He took it back with the Napster joint.
All that shit.
I used to get a lot of stuff from there.
Nah, I was a LimeWire nigga.
Oh my god.
LimeWire.
Yo.
Everything on
LimeWire fucked up my computer.
You know what you doing, man. You gotta know what you doing, bro. You gotta really know what you doing with that.
Yeah, fuck with LimeWire is like, you know.
But you had to get like references, bro, with LimeWire. Like a nigga had to be like, yeah, bro, you gotta get that song, type in this. Like nigga tell you what to type in and download.
But you know, no. But you know, when the first time a nigga told you about LimeWire, you going crazy. You like, oh, this. Man, that shit done.
You go crazy.
Next thing you know, you got an STD on your laptop. So when does the project actually drop?
It dropped February 1st.
So it's out now.
Yeah, I just dropped a visual trap school featuring Fat Yee. I don't know if y'all hit the Fat Yee. EDC artist from South Eastburg Farm. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So definitely fuck with brother. I just dropped a song featuring him. We just did our video. We dropped that joint almost a full cake. It's been 4 days. You know what I'm saying?
Which was that song that you just dropped?
Trap school.
Trap school. Okay.
Yeah. So you know what I'm saying? Like super go up like that.
I mean, you got some good numbers on your videos. I was looking at some of them.
Like quality over quantity, man. Like I don't drop every week or every other week. I may drop once a month, because I'm really putting time and effort and money into my shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like, my shit come out in production. Like even with my joint with Flock, you go watch that joint. It's a storyline for the video. You know what I'm saying? Like, it should be a production. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely make sure my shit.
And where can they find you?
So you can follow me on Instagram and Twitter, daimo dunkin, DAIMO DUNKIN. You know what I'm saying? So that's my rap name on that thing. So you can Google me, you can type me in on Apple Music, Spotify, anything you type me in on, I should.
Alright, well, Lady Antoinette and CP3. I got nigga. Just because the Rams is playing does not mean you a West Coast nigga. Nigga, you was born in like DC. Well, I got a surprise for y'all. No, it's a good surprise. Not one of those types of surprises. So Renegade sent me a new joint. I think he sent it to me like either Monday or Tuesday or whatever. So I got a new Renegade joint I'm gonna play for you in the show. So how y'all say, oh Lord, like I just.
We don't know.
All on me, she all on me. She just watch me count about 100 G's. I just push that weight and move the 100 piece. I just want the money, power, and the peace. All on me, it's all on me. I just touched down in LA for the week. Had to go and get away from the streets, cause they know a nigga act this all on me. I get a bag off, go stack a rack up, pull up the sex fifth, go drop a bag off. I y'all. For hanging with rats, dog. You can never catch me frontin' out and backed off. I'm like, hey, back it up with these groceries, that's my safe way. All these binges be a drug, that's my gateway. I be such a big star, but they call now Mayday. Dispatch to them feds, but you catch this KK. Every day's a payday. Open that safe, yeah. Won't do late, wait. Don't care what they say, hey. I'm on the wave. Jump back like 2 or 3. I make it fade away. I can never trust no thought. Never give her what I got. I just pulled up on the dock that I pulled up off the lot. You can never ruin my day. Only thing you in my way. Always acted like a boss. Every time I took a loss, all on me. She all on me. She just watch me count about 100 G's. I just push that weight and move the 100 piece. I just want the money, power, and the peace. All on me.